Good morning, my friends. Now let's look at question number 8. Question number 8 is on your section 2, which means you are allowed to use calculator. So question number 8, which is very similar for question number 7, is still to analysis the graphing of quadratic function. Where given function f of x is in the graphing part. And is given another function g of x, which is negative 3x plus 2. That one doesn't show up on the graphing, but we do not need to graph it. So first, let's see. You have 5 choices. Remember that if you have more than 4 choices, which means there will be more than one correct solutions. So you need to check every possible one, which means you need to check all of them, okay? So first, let's see, what does f of negative 2 means? This one, in order to figure this, the value of f of 2, we need to do a recall about the notation of f of x, which is another name of y, but gives us more information about a function. A function name is f, and we focus on variable x. A function name is g. We focus on variable x. A function name is h, and we focus on the variable t. So this form gives us more information about a function. So when we go back to see f of 2, f of negative 2, which means what is the value of this function when x equals negative 2? And in order to find this out, you need to substitute x equals negative 2 back to the function. However, someone may get confused, like, what? I even do not know what the function is. How can I substitute it back? It doesn't matter. You have everything in the graphing. Now let's see, when x equals negative 2, where I can find a point right here. This is my red point right here. At that point, what is the y here? Of course, y equals 0. So look at the graphing. When x equals negative 2, your y, remember this is another name as y, your y equals 0. So basically this equation tells you negative 2, comma 0. This is the point in a different form to represent a point on your graphing. Okay, so if you want, you can write down this as equals 0 on your packet. And then what about f of negative 1, which means when x equals negative 1. Now let's see, x is negative 1 is here, but this is not on the graphing. Let's keep moving up. Okay, what is y here? Y equals 5. Okay, my y equals 5. Remember, this is another name of y. F of 0, which let's see, when x equals 0, what is y? When x equals 0, let's keep going up. Okay, y equals 8. How about f of 1? Let's keep going up. X equals 1 is right here. Going up, my y equals 9. Okay, I'm going to write down equal 9 here. So f of 2, x equals 2 right here. And keep going up, my y equals 8. So I found all the values of function f of x. Now let's look at the function g of x. And unfortunately, we do not have the graphing for g. However, we always can substitute x back to the function. So g of negative 2 will equal negative 3 times x plus 2, where your x is whatever the number inside the parentheses is the value of your x. I'm going to put negative 2 here. Then where I have negative 3 times negative 2, which is positive 6 plus 2. I'm going to write a positive 8 here. Okay. Going back to the function of g of x, whatever if I need substitute for x, I first write down a parenthesis. Now what is my x? The x value is given inside the parentheses. I put it right here. Negative times negative, which is a positive. Positive 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay, same thing. Negative 3 times x plus 2, which is the given function. Now, the value of x is given right here. Okay, 0, I'm going to put substitute right here. Therefore, multiplied by 0 is 0. I have a positive 2. And g of 1, again, negative 3x plus 2 is the given function of g. The value of x, which is 1. Negative times 1, which is negative 3, plus 2 is negative 1. Let's see, one more. Negative 3 times x plus 2, where the value of x is given as positive 2 right here. Negative times positive, we have a negative 6 plus 2, we have a negative 4. Now we're done for most of the job. We just need to compare the value. 0 is for your f of x. 8 is for g of negative 2. Now, is 0 greater than 8? I don't think so. Then cross it out. Okay, f of negative 1 equal 5. Is 5 less than 5? Because g of negative 1 equal 5 too. I don't think so because they're equal. F of 0 equal 8. Is 8 greater than 2 since g of 0 equal 2? Yes, this is one of my choice. F of 1 equal 9. Is 9 less than negative 1? Because g of 1 we found out equal negative 1. Okay, f of 2 equal 8. Is 8 greater than negative 4? Since g of 2 equal negative 4. Yes. Therefore, question number 8, you have 2 correct solutions, part C and part E. Again, let me do a quick summary. This question still trying to test you analysis for the graphing. So which you have to know how to read the graphing. First, second, it tests you about the notation of a function. What does f of negative 2 mean? F of x is another name of a function, means y. Inside the parentheses means the variable. If you have a real number here, it just means your variable equal that number. You need to substitute this number back to your function, find out your y, because this is another form of y. And you also need to know, again, greater than and less than. What does that mean? And a few students still got confused. Remember, you have 2 points here. This is more than this side, so it's read as greater than. That's all for question number 8.